that you can play baseball, you can love baseball, that's you. But you don't have to turn America's favorite pastime into a racist insult against the very people that gave you your spiritual and economic and political freedom.
Right on.
You turn on us almost immediately. The last thing we have left is our spiritualism, our culture, our identity. That's what we have left. That's what we have left. We're not going to allow Richard Jacobs and the city of Cleveland, community leaders and you fans, to continue with this racist little red sample. I would think that African ball players in there would refuse to don the uniform unless they take off this racist red character called Chief Wahoo. Now this may surprise you all, but even the name Wahoo is an insult to every indigenous people and all others like them, white, black, yellow, Latino, who can smell racism when you stick it under their nose. And every one of you had it on your nose, on your t-shirts. Every one of you had a little cap on. Since last year, incidentally, the amount of people wearing that little red sample on their cap has increased significantly. So a lot of you are getting the message. Let's turn America's favorite pastime into a favorite pastime without the racism. Very easy. Have faith in your young children. Richard Jacobs should call a name-the-team contest. Take names, take artwork for a new logo. You can even sell it to Wheaties and make a few more $1 million. Not that he needs it. It'll work. So we're convinced that the children are going to change this. Because in their minds, they understand racism when they see it. This young man right there is an example. At least he's got the cap on. This young man over here is a Seattle fan. So we know that you here in Cleveland can provide the moral leadership that Richard Jacobs, Lamar Hunt in Kansas City, the Cook Estate in Washington, and Ted and Jane, who we had to tell them to quit chopping in Atlanta. You know when they played Minnesota, they lost the World Series to the Twins. They went to Toronto, got their butt kicked there. I don't know how many other games in the World Series. They're losers. And even if they win the pennant, win the World Series, when you promote racism, they're still losers. They're losers. Now, I want to say one thing. One father came up to me. He said, you know, Mr. Bellecourt, I believe in what you're saying, but I spent hundreds of dollars on caps, t-shirts, warm-up jackets, all the paraphernalia. He said, all my children had to have them. He had a hard time raising that money to buy all that paraphernalia. Richard Jacobs gets richer. Richard Jacobs gets richer. We told him this, listen, we understand that. And every one of your parents had to go out and buy that stuff. Kids wanted it. Had to go out and buy that stuff. Wear it out. Get your money out of it. Don't discard it unless you want to use it for a collector's item. Because the day will come, Cleveland will look back and they'll say, my God, how come we didn't understand that message? How come we didn't understand? But when you wear, I'm talking to young people in particular, when you wear that racist mascot on your cap, put a circle around it with a red magic marker and a line through it. That'll show that the fans are finally going to take a stand. Now, Cleveland's a beautiful city. Got a good reputation all over the world. But worldwide, because of what we're doing there, Cleveland is starting to get a bad name. So at this time, I want to introduce Mr. John Terluga of the Chumash Nation of California. I know you thought that John Wayne got us all, but we're still here. Joe Terluga.